Hello and welcome. My name is Kim Mazzella, and I am a mindset coach and a light docent. And I can't believe I'm doing a broadcast tonight because it is pouring here, but I hope it's nice where you are. So today I want to talk about when life feels like everything's falling apart. And we all have had times where life feels like everything's falling apart. Everyone goes through this from time to time. It's actually part of life. And so it's not unusual for us to feel like everything is breaking down. Everything is breaking down. And sometimes I think that everything has to break down if it's not working or if it's not effective or if you're not the you that you're really supposed to be. Sometimes we allow ourselves to become inauthentic, or we allow ourselves to be in jobs that we don't really belong in, or places that we don't belong, or pursue things that aren't really right for us, but we feel like we should or we have to. We stay in relationships that we don't think that we should be in. And then if we don't really follow our true path, eventually what will happen is we will maybe fall apart. And sometimes or we can have experiences where just everything doesn't feel like it's working out. And I've had both of those experiences where I've had times in my life, especially in the midst of COVID, when everybody's really afraid and there's a lot going on right now. And so it's easy to really feel scared. But I want you to think about life, and that life always works like this. The worst things that we live through are the platforms that we stand on to create the awesome life we want. And so if you could think of your challenging things that you're going through as grit creators, you're creating grit right now. You're creating so much strength, so much inner strength, that whatever it is you're going through, if you get to the other side, which you will, if you get to the other side, you will become unbreakable by that thing. You will become strong. You will know how to do it. And it's going to give you a sense of compassion, a sense of, I went through such challenging times in my 20s. I had food addiction, I had an eating disorder, I had so many things. And I think about all those things. And when I was in the middle of them, I felt like life was just so awful. And because I went through all of those things and got to the other side, I learned so much about how to become happy. And I think I even went from, like if I didn't have those experiences, I might have just had an okay life. But because I was so low, I was willing to do whatever it took, read and learn and take classes and do everything I could to better myself to really become happy. And because I did those things, in some ways, don't get me wrong, things harm me or can hurt me, but I can't. There's a center inside of me that everybody needs to develop. And when you develop that center, the outside world, you can become, you won't break. You'll still bend, but you won't break. Right. And that's really what we have to become flexible. Life will force us to bend. But if we learn how to work through those breakthrough situations where we feel like breakdown situations where we feel like we're just not going to get through. If we can learn how to get through them, we actually get to a place where we may bend, but we won't break. And we become better versions of ourselves, not worse, kinder versions of ourselves, more strong versions of ourselves. And I do believe that deep down inside of us, we all have that strong core. We just don't know how to access it. We've been taught we're not enough. We've been taught we can't do it. And so I come on all the time to say you're enough, you can do it, and you can get through it. And whatever your challenge is now, I promise you, if you stick with it, the universe is going to provide you answers. Don't give up. So I hope you like what I had to say today. And as always, please remember that there's nothing that you have to go through alone. That you join my group, Supercharge Your Mindset. You'll meet like-minded people who are interested in developing their, the attitude of creating joyful lives. Or you can always call me. I always leave my number in the description bar. Regardless, please remember that life is super, super short. So please be kind to each other, support each other to be the best that we can be. As always, have fun, and remember, love everything. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Take care.